Hi team, here's a quick video explaining macros in Excel. So you did these back in Word and it's a similar concept here. So basically all a macro is you're recording a set of actions that you can then play through at any point. So I'm going to demonstrate setting up a macro for Cosmic Cosmetics that sorts the data first by the number of sales and then by the unit price. So the very first thing I'm going to do is save this as a macro-enabled workbook. Now this is important because if you skip this step, then when you close your Word document, it will strip the macros from it. So here we go, a macro-enabled workbook. If you're creating a template, you would make a macro-enabled template. Great. I'm going to give that a slightly different name so I know that it's the one I've created my macros in. And save. Excellent. So now I'm all ready to go ahead and make my macros. So I'll set up my macro. I'll give it a name. Call it price unit sort. And you'll notice I'm not using any spaces. It won't allow you to use spaces for a macro name, but you can get around that by using an underscore. I'm going to give it a shortcut key. In this case, Control-Shift-E. And I'm going to store it in this workbook. Okay, so now I'm recording my macro. I can tell that my macro is recording because I have this little square stop symbol down there, and when I hover over it, it says a macro is currently recording. So now that it's recording, I'm simply going to do the action that I want my macro to repeat. So in this case, I'm going to do my sort. So highlight all my data, do the sort the way you would normally do the sort. So I'm going to sort first by unit sales, then by unit price. Great, so it's sorted by unit sales, and when the unit sales are the same, it's then ordered them by price. So that's all I want my macro to do, so I'm going to stop it. Simple as that. I've now created a macro. Now I need to test it. So to test it, I need to sort it in another order, just so I can prove my macro is working. Great, so now I've sorted it in a different order, and I'm going to use my shortcut key, Control-Shift-V, and I can see that my macro has worked because it has now sorted it in the order. You can also run your macros from the View tab by going View Macros and then Run. Awesome, and I can now save that, and it's done. So I hope that was helpful.